Alright, so the next video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the NoNut flatline symptoms. So a lot of guys, when they first get on NoFap and retention, a lot of dudes report dealing with the flatline phase. Now, the flatline phase, man, is temporary. It does not last long. You may just feel the effects of the flatline phase the first couple of days, maybe the first week or two, depending how your brain deals with abstinence. For most guys, we go through a huge withdrawal phase where we don't want to do nothing. We don't want to like get up and, you know, operate like a normal human being most days anyway. But I can attest to dealing with a flat line because, I mean, all the times when I relapsed and stuff and I dealt with a flat line, I know exactly how I felt. And the days when I did not want to be bothered, the days I didn't want to do anything, I didn't want to get up, I was tired, fatigued, lethargic, had no motivation, had no drive to do anything. So I want to make this video and I want to kind of educate you guys on, for those that are dealing with the flat line phase right now. If you don't know what it is, I'm here to give y'all some tips. We're really just symptoms of the flat line, and give y'all awareness of what you're going to be dealing with during the flat line phase. So the first symptom is brain fog. Now that's the most common symptom of flatline. So basically, for a lot of you men, you're going to be experiencing a lot of flatline, okay, during this period. A lot of brain fog, brain fog. You will start to feel disoriented, okay? You're not going to really feel at ease most of the time. You will start to feel confused throughout the day. You're not going to have clarity of mind most of the time anyway. It really clouds your ability to, to understand certain things, and it affects your ability to make decisions, quick. You know what I mean? Like, it affects your ability to make decisions quick. You're not going to make decisions as fast, right? It's going to affect your decision-making skills. You may also experience occasional mental retardation when it pertains to brain fog. So just know that that's one of those symptoms that you will have to go through. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have to go through the whole brain fog thing, hey, you know what I'm saying? Good for you. You know what I'm saying? That's something you don't want to go through anyway. You know what I'm saying? Who wants to be brain fogged anyway? You want to be able to have a clarity of mind. You want to be able to make decisions quick. You want to be able to have a better understanding of things and just comprehend things as fast, just like that. You don't want to be slow when it comes to your thought process and to you processing certain things and making decisions. Alright, so the second symptom of the NoNut flatline is low libido. Basically, a low libido is having a low sex drive, which having a low sex drive is a result of watching years and years of sexual content on the internet. Masturbation, jerking off, releasing of your seminal fluid. That's going to result in a low sex drive. You're not going to want to have sex with actual women when you're having sexual intercourse with the screen. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to have any drive whatsoever to deal with a woman. And the same applies to life in general. You're not going to have the drive to actually become successful in life and want to become better. So when it comes to low libido, it's also the result of internalized doubt and guilt, right? Because when you're watching porn and you're masturbating to it, what happens afterwards? Yes, you get that temporary high. But after that comes guilt. You start feeling guilty about what you did. And the back of your mind, subconscious mind, you weren't supposed to indulge in that type of activity. So the third flatline symptom is depression. Depression, very common as well. A lot of you guys will be dealing with depression here and there. Depression, it's going to lead to you feeling very fragile. Okay, you're going to be experiencing bouts of depression, bouts of hollowness. Being very fragile and vulnerable and stuff. And during that phase, your fragile nature will become heightened by the flatline. So you're susceptible to any emotion, anything around you that is happening, like any events, any negativity. Like, you're very sensitive to negativity, okay, during this time. You're very sensitive to bad news. You're sensitive to negative people and their negative energy. So here's the thing, right? When it comes to this symptom, if you are feeling depressed, I recommend that you stay away from anybody that is deemed negative. Stay away from negative energy. Stay away from toxic food. I will not indulge in any toxic food. Don't watch anything on the internet that is deemed bad news. Don't watch any drama. Don't watch anything that's going to lower your vibration even more. Because think about it, you're already depressed. You're already in that flatline phase where depression is present, and you're already at a low vibration. You're already operating on that low plane of that low plane of frequency. You don't want to make it worse for yourself where you're indulging in a bunch of negativity. So I would recommend for a couple of days to keep yourself distant from folks. Keep yourself withdrawn from people. Stay to yourself. Keep low and everything. Stay low, and do things that will put you in a better vibration. You know what I'm saying? In terms of meditation, taking walks, exercising, getting your body right, taking a cold shower, listening to uplifting music. You want to, if you want to overcome that depression, that temporary depression, I would recommend you do those things to level your vibration higher. So yeah, man, you become that fragile nature that you have. It becomes heightened during the flatline phase. So you become like I said, you become susceptible to anything that is negative. So, and usually when you are in the earliest stages of quitting an addiction, depression is one of the things that is very normal, that is going to happen. So the next NoNut flatline symptom is fatigueness. So when you are fatigued, you're gonna be experiencing lots of loss of energy and motivation. You'll feel both mentally and emotionally drained during this time. You might want to wake up at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the morning, but you may just wake up at 8 or 9 o'clock and wake up hella late, and or you may not want to get up. Period. So fatigue is also very normal throughout this flatline phase, but just be aware that you will feel drained, right? Because your brain is no longer getting those pleasure chemicals released anymore through pornography, through through masturbating and all that stuff. Experiencing fatigue as well is gonna hold you down. It's gonna hold you back from progressing as well. It's also going to make you feel very weary. It's very important that there's a lot of symptoms to the flat line. There's only 6 symptoms that you need to be aware of, but just know that these are the little obstacles that you need to first go through if you want to get through the better parts of your journey. Just know the hardest parts of this journey are going to, they're going to test you. You will be tested, you will be challenged. So I want to make this video to give y'all that awareness. Like, hey, it's not gonna be sunshine and rainbow. It's not gonna be a cakewalk. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be a fight. And when it comes to, you know, being fatigued, um, dealing with low libido, dealing with excuse me, depression, brain fog, that's all going to challenge your willpower. It's going to challenge, you know, you on how bad you want to improve, how bad you want to end and beat this addiction once and for all. So, like I said, be prepared, you know, for these symptoms. And yeah. All right, insomnia is another symptom that you will also be going through as well. Personally, for me, insomnia is something that I have dealt with for many, many years, man. Basically, a sleeping disorder. It can also be a sleeping disturbance as well. It affects your ability to get, you know, 8 to 9 hours of healthy sleep. And for me personally, I have never gotten the best sleep. Over the years, I either went to bed very late or I just couldn't go to sleep at all. I would have a hard time getting tired around nighttime. And you know, when you're in this flatline phase, you know, you have to be aware of this sleeping disorder. And you know, it's going to make it difficult for you to fall asleep, you know, during this time. You can also be dealing with extremely disturbed sleep, where you may just wake up randomly at 3 o'clock at night, you know, or go to bed extremely late and wake up extremely late as well, like around 10 or 11 o'clock. But you try to go to sleep and it just doesn't work. You know, your brain just doesn't want to, you know, give you the permission to fall asleep, right? Because your brain is in like overdrive mode, basically. And it's also due to a lack of the pleasure chemicals that's in your brain. So when you have that lack of pleasure chemicals, your brain will tend to go in overdrive to basically refuse to go to sleep. And I know, like, personally, this could be a pain in the ass because personally, I'm still dealing with insomnia. So for me personally, you know, I'm trying to improve my sleep every single night. One of the things that does disturb from you going to sleep and getting a good night's rest is your phone. Your phone is a big disturbance, a big hindrance of why you can't get the sleep that you want to get. So I can't really say anything about that because I'm still working on that myself. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to actually put my phone in a different room where I have no access to it. Right? It's out of my vision. It's out the way. I don't see it. When I'm going to bed, it's nowhere near me. So that's one of the things I'm actually looking to do to get better sleep. Not having no electronic device distract me from getting sleep. And honestly, that's probably the only reason why most people cannot get the type of rest that their body requires of them to get. It's because of the phone most of the time. All right, so the last symptom that I want to address is low confidence. Now, low confidence is very prevalent in young men today, especially in this generation. Okay, low confidence is usually the result of years of pornography addiction. When you are releasing constant seminal fluids, okay, you're going to feel a lack of confidence in your abilities and how you behave around other people. Okay, I would like to say that low confidence is actually another pandemic when it comes to young men. There's a lack of confidence in a lot of young guys that, you know, they don't know where they want to be in life. They don't know what they want to do. They don't have no direction, or they're just scared to talk to a female in the face. out in public, whatever, or whatever the case may be. Now, during this flatline phase, your confidence is going to plummet. Okay, during this period. Okay, once I already said before, it's normal for it to plummet, right? You start to lose faith in yourself and your ability to perform normal functions in your life. Alright? So this affects how you think about yourself. This also affects how you feel about yourself as well. Also, how you behave around others. And the best way that you're going to get your confidence back, okay, and this may be a slow process, but for me, how I got my confidence back, and I'm still, like I said, let me just make this clear real quick. I'm still a work in progress. I'm not going to pretend like I have it all together. I'm not going to pretend like I have it all figured out, because I don't. But my confidence is slowly improving, okay? It's slowly getting up. But if you want to improve your confidence as a man, you need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of your hygiene. You need to start working out. You need to get in the gym. If you can't afford a gym, you can't go to a gym, it's too far from your home, then work out at home. There's nothing stopping you from doing push-ups, jumping jacks, getting a little bit of dumbbells or a kettlebell, whatever. But stay active. Make sure you're doing some cardio. Okay? Also, eating better, eating the right foods will also help out with your confidence. Okay? Dressing well. Making sure you're wearing nice clothes, comfortable clothing, nothing too extreme, nothing too fancy, but just enough to where you feel comfortable out in public, okay? But confidence can easily be fixed. It can be solved. And the more days, the longer you go on this journey of retention, you're going to start to gradually notice your confidence is getting to an optimal level. Okay, it's going to get to a point where you're not going to be questioning your abilities as a man. You're not going to be questioning how you feel about yourself and who you are, and what your purpose is, okay? You're going to get to that point where anything you do, you're going to do it well. You're going to do it effectively. You're not going to be able to question yourself anymore. When you're constantly releasing, and you're constantly jerking off, watching porn, you are plummeting your self-confidence. How can you have any self-confidence knowing that you have guilt in the back of your mind when you indulge into pornography? So, that's, I think, 6 symptoms of the flatline phase for when it pertains to retention, no nut, no fap, whatever. But I felt like I had to address these 6 symptoms of no nut, because some guys overlook the flatline. And for someone that has experienced a certain amount of flatline, every time I did relapse, like I said, I'm not perfect, but every time when I did relapse, I would have to endure some of these symptoms that I described here in this video for a certain amount of days, sometimes weeks. Sometimes it can last you for weeks when it pertains to these symptoms, okay? But just know, like I said, it's temporary. All right, you will get over it. You will move on from it. The flat line it's a withdrawal from a normal, optimal operating life, okay? In due time, you're going to get back to your normal functioning. Your brain is going to rewire itself, okay? You'll feel depressed and hollow for a few days. Very normal, okay? But just know it's only caused by a lack of pornography and a lack of masturbation, which is a good thing, right? Which is a good thing for your brain. The flat line is a good sign, okay? As it shows that you're making progress, okay? You want those days to kind of be shitty, right? You want those days to be kind of hollow because it's showing that you are making progression. Okay, you're making progress during this journey. Okay, and what's happening is your brain is rewiring itself. Okay, your brain is starting to cleanse itself of the damage that was done, right? Undo all the damage. Okay, this is also going to help you build the willpower that you need. Okay, when you do get an urge and you are fighting an urge and temptation, your willpower is going to be at an all-time high where you're going to immediately stop yourself from getting stuck into temptation. Okay, so once again, I had to make this video. I had to address these flatline symptoms because let's be real, a lot of people are not talking about this at all. A lot of people within the retention NoFap community, they're not addressing these symptoms of flatline. And flatline perhaps is the biggest make or break of your retention journey as a man. Okay, during this flatline, either two things are going to happen. Two things are going to happen. You're either going to relapse or you're going to beat temptation. Because flatline, and when it comes to these symptoms, okay, if you can't bear it, if you can't endure it, you don't have, and this is where you have to build that discipline, that willpower. You're going to have to fight it. That's why I say it's a fight. It's not going to be easy for you to just, skim through the flatline phase. It's meant to challenge you. It's meant to test your fortitude, your mental fortitude. It's doing that for a reason. Okay? And over time, you're going to build that willpower. You're going to build that discipline. You understand? So, that is a huge make or break for you. You're either going to relapse or you're going to get tempted. Not get tempted, but you're either going to relapse or you're going to beat the temptation, I meant to say. You're going to move on and you're going to, dominate this journey and improve the quality of your life. Because in order for you to get to level 4, you got to first beat level 1 and level 2 and level 3. Okay, if you want to make it to level 10, the highest level is you have to beat each level. You can't skip a level. Okay? You can't just skip levels 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and think you're just going to make it to level 10 after you beat level 1. It doesn't work like that. You have to gradually build yourself up through this journey of NoFap. Okay? But the flat line, bro, the flat line is the biggest challenge. Okay? It's the biggest test. That's testing your mental fortitude, testing your willpower. You know what I'm saying? It's these devils that are trying to get you to relapse through temptation, through urges, right? And you have to be aware. That's why I'm making this video once again, because I gotta point this out. I gotta point this out, because why do so many guys relapse the first week, first 2 weeks? It's because of the flatline phase. It's because of the flatline. Your brain is not used to abstaining from the addiction, okay, of jerking off and pornography. Okay, your brain no longer has access to those pleasure chemicals unless you give it access, unless you give your brain those type of chemicals. All right. But at the end of the day, man, once again, this video is supposed to make you become aware of the flatline symptoms. Okay, depression, insomnia, low confidence, low libido, depression, fatigued, brain fog as well. So that being said, man, this is the NoNut Lifestyle channel. Make sure y'all subscribe. You want more videos, more content. I'm finna bring the heat, man. Make sure y'all like the video for the algorithm, and more videos are to come. Thank y'all for watching, man, and I'm out.